We've got some major updates in the lawsuit between Blac Chyna and the Kardashians, and it's not looking good for Blac Chyna. They went to court today and she let us down. We were all rooting for you, Blac Chyna. As you guys know, she is suing the Kardashians for $100 million over defamation. She calls this family powerful and vindictive and claimed that they shamed her on social media, which led to E dropping her show, Rob and Chyna. She was once upon a time dating Rob Kardashian. They had a kid together, they had a television show, and it was a total mess. But Blac Chyna was making about $92,000 per episode. So if they had like, what, 8 episodes? That's like almost $800,000. So she's trying to get that money back because she feels like it's owed to her. So why would the Kardashians owe Blac Chyna any money? Well, Blac Chyna believes that the Kardashians together messaged each other and messaged E and spread lies about her, which led to them pulling the show. Chyna's lawyer said that Kris Jenner set out to have season 2 of Rob and Chyna canceled. This happened after a physical dispute between Rob and Chyna in December 2016, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but supposedly Kris sent a few text messages calling Chyna stupid, accusing her of being drunk for 3 days, describing her as really ghetto, and suggesting they should ditch the bitch. Oh my gosh, Kris. It's weird to think that like private text messages could be used as like defamation because it's not like these were meant to be public, but I guess this is how the law works. I mean, honestly, defamation is hard to win, so I almost feel like Chyna doesn't have a good chance. Oh, and after this situation, she definitely doesn't have a chance. She claims that holding the... Okay, so pretty much, let's back it up. In December 2016, like I said, there was an interaction, and Chyna held a gun to Rob's head, and she's claiming that it's a joke. This was a very violent incident between the two, and Blac Chyna trying to write it off as just a joke isn't flying. People on Instagram are shading Chyna. If he would have done it to Chyna, then he would have been in prison. She's guilty, next case. Well, hang it up. This is a joke within itself. Girl, what? I'm sorry, but pointing a gun at anyone shouldn't be funny. Someone else said, baby, you just lost the case. So let's talk a little bit about Blac Chyna's case because it's got everyone questioning, like, what is she thinking? Does she not have a proper lawyer to tell her what to say and what not to say? Because they were breaking down this incident where Blac Chyna wrapped an iPhone cord around Rob's neck. She also ripped up his shirt and much more. This ultimately led to their breakup, but they were clearly toxic and going back and forth on the show and in real life. So this all went down on December 15th, which ultimately led to them forever breaking up and to this lawsuit we're talking about today. It started off a normal day and they were actually celebrating their show being picked up for a second season. Like, shoot, they're celebrating the show getting another season and then this happens and Blac Chyna's claiming that she was just being silly that night. I'd really like to think that the Kardashians are just like, you know, super evil people, and sometimes they are, but we all have to acknowledge that Blac Chyna is very aggressive. Chyna's lawyers showed a video clip in court from the night of their alleged fight, with footage showing Rob wearing a torn shirt. Blac Chyna says that Rob's clothing was ripped when they were joking around and being silly. She meant no harm, and he never asked her to stop or indicated that he was being hurt by her. Blac Chyna then testified that Rob was playing video games later that night when she jokingly put an iPhone cord around his neck, which she says was a joke to get him to pay attention to her. She was adamant on the stand that she was not trying to strangle Rob. Blac Chyna's testimony then shifted to the gun, Chyna saying that Rob kept it on the dresser and it was unloaded and there weren't any bullets in the house, so she's claiming she wasn't a real threat. But anytime you're playing around with one of those devices, it's not like it's a joke, whether there's bullets or not. Like, I don't play with them. Trust me, as someone who owns 2 myself, I don't play when it comes to my safety. And it's not a toy. Rob was eating and on FaceTime with his friends. She came up to him and held it to his head and said that he better not ever leave her. which sounds like a threat to me. This all led up to the big fight on December 15th, 2016. Blac Chyna also testified that her argument with Rob started when he accused her of cheating on him, claiming that he was very jealous and he would go through her phone. It went to the point where Rob made them take a paternity test to assure that it was his child that Blac Chyna gave birth to. So he didn't even trust that he was the baby daddy. Honestly, I don't know why Tokyo Toni is looking crazy here, but let's talk a little bit about Tokyo Toni. If you guys are wondering where Blac Chyna gets her personality, it's her mother, Tokyo Toni, who is a character in her own. She's great for reality television, but sometimes she's a little like, I don't know, she breaks the rules, she speaks out, she fights. It's just like, I mean, them together alone, their fighting is unreal. But recently, Tokyo has it out for Kris Jenner, and she's been going off on her. Tokyo recently went live on Instagram, and she said that she's going to get the judge, and nobody heard her threaten him. So she went on Instagram Live and she started speaking a whole bunch of crap about the judge and the family. She shared her thoughts on Blac Chyna's legal battle, saying that she thought the Kardashians looked dead and that crap was gonna get real. The lawyers called out Tokyo in court, claiming that she made real physical threats towards the Kardashians and she shouldn't be allowed. Blac Chyna's lawyer even called the video inappropriate and unacceptable. I was gonna play some clips from the live stream, but they are so vulgar and the cussing is so bad, and it's just kind of like petty, honestly. Like, she made fun of like Kylie Jenner, all of them. And I do want to mention also, in the Kardashians' favor, Kendall and Kourtney have been dismissed from the lawsuit, so they no longer are a part of this in any way. But Tokyo Toni claims that she's a comedian and that she wouldn't, go and actually do anything to these people. She's just, all bark. But Toni's live is totally savage. Like, she was attacking the Kardashians' appearances, comparing them to characters from the horror franchise Saw. She went in on them. You guys already know the courtroom illustrator was, rough on the Kardashians as well. So it's not looking good for them. But Kris Jenner was worried about her physical safety. She told her lawyer that this whole situation is hard enough. She doesn't need to be worrying about Tokyo Toni trying to take her out or her daughters out. So it's not looking good for Chyna, because they've got this physical incident where she's claiming that she was joking, that she wasn't actually hurting him, pretty much admitting to doing this, but calling it a joke, which I think just confirms that their relationship was toxic, and maybe the Kardashians are in the right to want to end the show because the relationship itself is just horrible. And then her mother acting up is just not a good look on top of everything. And then there are some text messages that don't look good in Chyna's favor. Let's talk about these text messages Blac Chyna sent to Rob, because in his opening statement, the Kardashians' lawyer brought up these text messages from February 2017, and supposedly Chyna texted Rob, "F you, it's over, you're a fat B word, getting intimate is disgusting, it's horrible." Like, she did not like getting physical with him. And at that point, executives were trying to save the show, but Chyna clearly didn't want to be with Rob. So they're like, girl, like, what, like, you're saying that we're the reason why the show ended? Look, like, we tried to save it and you're over here, like, breaking up with him. It's not Rob and Chyna if Rob and Chyna aren't together. Maybe there's some world where Chyna thought that she could have this show while being separated from Rob, which could have been interesting for a little bit, but not really at all. So I feel like Blac Chyna doesn't really have a case here. I was expecting to hear a lot more of, like, I don't know, just crap from the Kardashians and what they've done, but maybe that'll come out later on in this trial. I wouldn't say it's completely over yet, but it's just not looking good for Blac Chyna. Here's my email if you guys have any other video ideas for me. Let's go ahead and open this P.O. Box package item. It looks like it's from the Noodle Craft, which I'm pretty sure we have seen this brand before. I recognize the Noodle Craft for sure. Hello Sloan, I'm Lynn, also known as Noodle. I sent you a package a few months ago and had the pleasure of watching you open it after your Shia LaBeouf video. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I've been binging your videos while I'm working on my art things. Really helps me motivate and keep kicking my butt. I have to say that you're hands down one of my favorite YouTubers. Aw, no matter the topic, you always bring in a perspective that I had not thought of previously, and I sincerely appreciate it. I have a few things that I personally made for you. Also sent you a few things that I have listed on my shop as well. I have one request for you. I am a non-binary trans friend who is getting their first surgery March 25th. You have a GoFundMe, so if people want to go and support their GoFundMe. Definitely go and check that out. I will link that below. Thank you so much for being who you are, Lynn Noodle. Oh, Lynn. Oh, I wish you luck with your surgery and everything. That was on March 25th. So shoot, that was like a month ago. How are you doing, Lynn? Post an update below. I think we would all like to hear. Sorry, my voice is like going out. Open me first. Okay, cute. I didn't even know that this had like a little. Usually I never notice the notes, so that's good. This right here is some pins for you. And let me see what, it looks like they're like YouTube maybe related. Oh, look how cute these pins are. It says protagonist. Then we've got a YouTube little button and then a heart with a lock. So cute. I love the YouTube button. Also, I can't believe you make those. They just look so professional, like a factory would make them or something. Then we've got this bag here, emotional baggage. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I might need a bigger bag. A duffel bag. Oh, then we've got some other things in here. A scrunchie. Oh my gosh, let's do it. Got a scrunchie. Ouch. It's kind of pulling my hair. That's how you know it's tight. It's got that good elastic. Then we've got, it looks like a necklace here with like a little green little potion thingy. Definitely a vibe. Then we've got a bunch of little pins and some stickers in here. Oh my gosh, they're so tiny. I feel like my hand just looks like huge next to that. Wow, my brain broke. Oh my gosh, relatable. Thank you for all these little pins. And then let's go ahead and see what these last two items are. This one right here feels like it's, let's see. I actually can't even tell. It's all wrapped up so nicely. Oh, we've got a keychain that has like a little like mushroom on it, which, is that supposed to be for drugs or something? Is the mushroom representing drugs? Or is it just a mushroom? I know like mushrooms are very in right now with like just a lot of things in general. Ooh, and then we've got like a Starbucks looking Frappuccino keychain thing. This is so random. Also, what is going on with my skin today? I tried this new moisturizer and it made my eyes burn, so I'm like wearing my glasses. Ouch. Oh, thank you so much for this. Cool. Go and I can't. I like thought it was gonna have a smell or something. Go ahead and check out their shop below. I'll list everything and go and look at their GoFundMe. That's really important, and I'm so proud of you for going through that. So I hope you're recovering okay, and I'll see you guys in a new video soon. Bye, guys.